Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Hi viewers, Abdurrahim Khan from Free IT Education. Today we're gonna cover something which we have left in the last lecture about operators. In this lecture we're gonna cover something more about operators, and we will talk about logical operators, comparison, identity, and membership operator. So the way we're going to cover these operators in Python, we will use w3schools.com, and we will go one by one and cover all these operators hopefully in this lecture. So without any further delay, so what we're going to do, so we're going to open w3schools.com, and you can open that along with me, and you can try that as we go along. So the first thing we're going to learn about the equal operator. So equal operator basically comparing one variable with another variable, or a value within a variable to another value. So here we have got x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3, and we just want to compare x is equal to y. So this is basically equal operator, which is comparing this value with this. So the comparison operator are heavily used in Python programming, so you should have a clear logic about this thing, because this is used in the if else logic and in different expression in the expression usage of expression within the Python programming. So basically this will return true and false. So x is equal to y, that is false because x is 5 and y is equal to 3. So this was very simple. Another one is called not equal to. It's the same thing, the only difference is this exclamation sign, which is x is not equal to. This means not equal. So basically if I will write it this, so exclamation, this means not equal. Okay, so wherever you want to compare whether this is not equal to this, then you want to write your own logic if a value is not equal to another value. So the third thing we're going to learn, so comparing two values, so saying that x is greater than y, which is yes, because x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3. So this sign is called greater than sign. This is a greater than sign if you want to compare two values. So that's how you're going to compare it. Another comparison operator we're going to use is called this sign. This is called less than sign. You can find these symbols on your keyboard, which is very easy to find it. So we are comparing, saying that x is less than y, which is false. So if we write it changing the value of y is equal to 7, so now y is greater than x and x is less than y. So if you run it, so this will tell you that the value is true. Okay, so the next one we're going to discuss about is we are adding one more sign with the greater and less than sign. This is equal sign, but this is not 2 times equal, which we have learned before. This is only 1. This means x is greater or equal to y. So this basically mean if you're gonna write it in terms of greater or equal. So if any condition is true, then it will say true, otherwise it will say false. So here we are asking, is x greater than or equal to y? Yes, x is greater than y because x is 5 and y is 3, but it is not equal. Okay, so that condition is true. So the next one we're going to learn about is the same thing, but only difference is a less than, and the same thing is, so this is less than or equal to. So if we say 5 and we run it, So the condition should be true because x is equal to uh, y, which is 5. Okay, and if we write it this y is greater than equal to 5, the condition should also be true. Okay, so we're going to move forward. The next one we're going to talk about this is about the identity operator. So basically we go compare the two objects and just want you to identify, is one object equal to another object. Here we have got two lists. X is equal to a list of fruits, apple and banana, and y is also equal to this. And what we have done, we have assigned this list to another variable called z. And now we are asking, is object x is equal to z? Yes, because both are same object. So now we're going to see that. So when we run that, okay, so here we are just comparing the objects. So is basically identity, which is basically comparing the object. But if we're saying x is equal to y, though they have a same list, apple, apple, banana, banana, but those are two different objects, which is basically in the memory location, they are at a different location. So x is not equal to y, and that's why it is showing as false. But if we say that to compare the values, the content within the list, then we can make a use of the comparison operator, x is equal to y, and then it will say yes, the values in both the lists are same. So that's how we can make a use of. So this is the identity operator is. Another one we're going to use is opposite of is, which is called is not. So we're saying x is not z, which we're saying that they both are same object. So x is, in the previous example we said x is z, but if we're saying x is not z, that is false. So that's why it returned false here. And if we say x is not y, which is true because these are two different objects, so then this would condition say is true. And x is not equal to y, that condition is false because the element in both lists are same, apple, apple, banana, banana. Okay, so the next one we're going to discuss about is called membership operator, which is saying that checking a value within an object and see whether that sequence is present in that object. Let's see that. So we are seeing, so there is a list, x is equal to this fruit list, apple and banana, and we are saying is banana in x, is banana string this in this object, and it is saying yes, it is in there. So if you run it, so it should return you true. So you can see that. And the opposite of that is called not in x. So here we are saying that is pineapple not in that list, which is true. That's right. And if we put in another value is called pineapple, and we want to see what should this return. So it should return false. Yeah, and you can see that yes, that's right. So pineapple is in that list, so this condition is false. Okay. There are some more operators called bitwise operator. We're going to cover that into a next lecture. And viewers, as I previously mentioned, please make sure that you do these exercises at the end of the lecture, which will enforce your learning and will help you whatever you have learned, so you can answer these questions. And to further enforce your learning, make sure you make a Python file and write these codes and test different logics. This will help you. We will do later on a full Python code where we will include all these different things that we have learned, and we will demonstrate how these things collectively work. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Please share with your friend, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. Abdurrahim Khan from Free IT Education.